News International's former lawyer has insisted the company's chairman, James Murdoch, knew that phone hacking was widespread at the News of the World as far back as 3 years ago. Tom Crone said he told Mr Murdoch about an incriminating email that showed other reporters were involved in the illegal practice. His statements to a parliamentary committee contradict previous evidence given by James Murdoch. Europe correspondent Emma Alberici reports from London.
It's the most explosive evidence so far in the hacking scandal that's rocked News Corporation's British business. 2 senior executives implicating James Murdoch in a cover-up.
Look, you have Tom Crone, a senior lawyer, you have Colin Myler, a former editor of a newspaper, saying one thing, and James Murdoch saying another.
When Clive Goodman was jailed back in 2007, his bosses at the News of the World called him a rogue reporter. But almost all along, these 2 men, Colin Myler, the editor, and Tom Crone, the News International lawyer, knew otherwise. They'd been shown an email containing transcripts of 32 voicemail messages left and received by Gordon Taylor, the head of Britain's Professional Footballers Association.
It was evidence, clearly, that was the first piece of evidence that we had seen, that it went beyond Clive Goodman.
Crucially, the email was written by a junior reporter and was headed Transcript for Neville, referring to the newspaper's chief reporter, Neville Thurlbeck.
It was the reason that we had to settle the case, and in order to settle the case, we had to explain the case to Mr Murdoch and get his authority to settle. So certainly it would certainly have been discussed.
James Murdoch signed a settlement cheque for more than $1 million, but he denies that the record payment back in 2008 was designed to stop that email from being made public. Mr Murdoch has stuck to that line, issuing this statement after today's hearing. As I said in my testimony, there was nothing discussed in the meeting that led me to believe that a further investigation was necessary.
The parliamentary committee is now expected to recall James Murdoch to ask for an explanation about inconsistencies between his evidence and that of his former editor and top legal counsel. The police might also want to know why an email that pointed to wider crimes within the newspaper group wasn't reported to them. Emma Alberici, ABC News, London.